I know that, there was discussion this last session about our prison situation,
Yes,
and
right.
the amount of money that we're dumping on it. Probably we need to spend a whole bunch more unless we make changes. What are your thoughts on solutions on that issue?
Yeah, the Nebraska State Penitentiary in Lincoln is 3 miles from my house. It was built decades ago to accommodate 614 prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, when they get them all blocked down and flip off the lights, there's 1,300 prisoners in there for 180% of capacity. In Omaha, it's worse, 190% of capacity. In Tecumseh, our largest prison, it's much better. We're only at 100% capacity.
Yeah.
So what we're doing now is we're just putting tremendous pressure on our criminal justice system to push these guys, it's mostly guys, through the system, get them back out into society when they haven't received therapies and treatments for their mental illnesses. And they're earning good time for doing nothing but sitting around the prison yard. And I've toured these prisons. These guys just sit around all day long. Most of them do nothing all day long. And so they're not bettering themselves. They're earning good time to reduce their sentences, and they're back out in society. And all of this is costing us $30,000 to $35,000 per year per inmate to lock them up in maximum security prisons. We need those maximum security prisons for the vicious and the violent, to keep them completely segregated from society. But I've put people in prison because of my audit work. We found embezzlers who stole maybe $50,000. Somebody who steals $50,000 from the Wyuka Cemetery in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is one of the guys we caught, is not a physical threat to anyone. He's a thief, but he's not a physical threat. He does not need to be in a maximum security prison at $35,000 a year for 2 years, costing the taxpayers $70,000 when he stole $50,000. And while he's in prison for 2 years, his family's on public assistance. So how does the taxpayer win in that kind of a deal? Why couldn't we put that man in his own home under electronic monitoring and say, you're not leaving your house. You're going to sleep in your own bed. You're going to be punished. You're going to be restricted from society because you can't leave your house because we're going to monitor you. And it's going to send off buzzers if you try to walk off your property. And punish him and insist that he do something to better himself and to be rehabilitated under intensive parole and supervision and so forth, rather than locking him up in maximum security prison.